Welcome back, y'all, to the Stay Gold channel. We're talking today, doing another deep dive, director's dive, to PTA's film, Punch Drunk Love. Adam Sandler, the main lead. I forget his supporting actress. I forget her name.
Emily Watson.
Emily Watson, yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yep. Coming back. I feel like he's like a
Usual
PTA staple
suspect.
now.
Staple?
Yeah, right. So, and always welcome, of course.
Of course.
But yeah, this was my first time watching this one, and I'll just lay it out there. For me, it's like I think I've hit the peak of PTA.
No.
I've reached PTA Mountain. This I fucking love this one, man. This one like struck me to the core a little bit. I was like, damn, dude. I just related with Adam's character. And like the tone in this film, it was like a serious tone kind of, but it like knew when to not take itself too seriously. You know, like it was still like light, some of the shit he was doing. And yeah, I don't know. I just really.
Where are you running? We know where you live.
Yeah, it's got the plunger and shit in the beginning. Yeah, this one. These are the unbreakable models, fucking. But you could tell like Adam's like kind of holding back a little bit.
Yeah, he almost broke right there.
Yeah. So it was just funny.
This must be the old model. Hang on.
Yeah, can we get a new one?
Was that a Hard 8 reference on the top of that plunger too? You see those two red dice?
Gotta be right. It's gotta be.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's dope. But what did you guys think? I know this is a rewatch for you, right, Alex? And
it's a rewatch for me too,
right?
actually. This is the first PTA film I ever watched, and I think Alex, I watched it with you, I believe. Yeah, back in the day, you showed me it, and it landed pretty well back then. It was my first taste, so I was kind of like still feeling out what PTA was at that point, and I'm happy to say that this rewatch, I'm right there with you, Noah. I think this might be his best movie, honestly, that I've seen. This rewatch did a lot more for me to like just endear this movie right to my heart. Honestly, like it connected a lot more with me this time, and this is a very intentional and focused movie for PTA, and that's exactly what I needed right now. And I really liked this movie. I think it's a really good movie.
Hell yeah. The first time I watched it was about 4 a.m. when I started it up. Just my first PTA movie as well, but it was like 4 a.m. when I started it up, and I was like, I'll just turn it on and fall asleep to it. But I watched the whole thing, and I immediately gave it 5 stars because I was like, something about this. And then I was skeptical because I watched it with you, Matt, and you guys, the crowd was a little, I don't know, tepid or just like.
It wasn't negative, but it was like, you didn't really know what to do with it, at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I started to like question myself. So then I watched it again and I was like, no, that's still 5 star. And then I started questioning myself again with this rewatch because the past 2 reviews of PTA, hasn't really landed well. So I was just like, for me they have, but I was just like, maybe I'm overthinking this because I don't know. But then I rewatched it and I was like, no, this is his best film, hands down.
You think it's his best too?
I mean, the only one I haven't seen is Phantom Thread, and so far this is his best film. And I don't know, it's just there's something so genuine about it, and just intentional and like relatable, and just I don't know, it's just so warm and
it feels like it comes like from such a such a real place, like because he wrote it, I'm assuming too, right? PTA. Yeah, it just feels like it comes from a real place of his, I'm assuming, or like someone, either himself or like someone he knows, like someone he's close to. But I could find myself relating to him so much. Just, I mean, on both sides, right? Like the anger, like the frustration, and then like sort of like the whimsy, like the sort of like whimsical side of like, like like of just like discovering a relationship with this woman.
Yeah, really
cool. Like I think it just captures like that whimsy and like that sort of like, is this like a thing? Is this gonna happen? Like, is this
of like
it's sort of
magic
like
can happen,
naturally evolves. Yeah, and the magic just like it just finds itself, and I really like appreciate it for that. I really just like a spark, man. This movie just like I was in. Great. And like I just felt
chills.
Yeah, but honestly, dude, I was like, this is too real and too like good. Like we don't deserve this movie. Like like honestly. I don't know.
It's I think PTA is like I don't want to say the king because it's kind of like neck and neck with Tarantino with opening sequences. Like he knows how to just set the tone and just open in a movie and just be like, okay, I'm in. And like what this opening at first you're just kind of like, eh,
right?
But then you just realize like, oh, this is the direction his life's heading. But he can choose, harmony, the harmonium, and like take that path of this is what I need to, I don't know,
that
stable.
That opening when you see like the car just crash through the street and then it just pulls up and it's a piano, this movie is like very provocative, but it's like putting you in Adam Sandler's mind and it's visualizing it in a nice way sometimes where you're not seeing reality, but that moment tells you everything it needs to know about how that character's feeling about what just happened. And to some people that might be like weird. And I think it might have been the first time I watched it. I was just like, what the fuck? But then now that I'm on board with the character and it's this character's journey, that you're right. That did open up a lot for this movie to like bring me in to like want to know what makes this character tick. And that's what this whole movie shows is the moments that he feels awkward. He's like backing away. Like the idiosyncrasies of this character are like right there. And I think Adam Sandler's a lot of why. But I mean, PTA obviously knew what he was doing when he hired Sandler too. So
for sure.
Yeah. It's pretty. Yeah. I agree. Like I think there's like Adam brings out something and whatever like PTA's writing, like there's that those just melded like in a perfect way. And I really like I really like I like understand the relationship that Adam's character has with like it's like 7 sisters, right, or something like that. It's like I don't know.
Remember
I just
when
like
you threw that hammer through the window. You remember?
Yeah.
You remember?
Right. That's just like constantly being reminded, constantly being nagged, constantly like like that kind of shit. I mean, I don't know, Matt. Maybe you could speak to that too as a little bit, but like
it's a good touch.
Coming from a big family, it's like I fucking feel that. Like
it adds so much chaos, and then it alienates Barry so much more too, because like he can't. He's the only man in his family. He just has nobody to like talk to, relate to, that like will just sit there and listen to him. It's just that's a nice touch. I'm wondering if PTA just got into that scene, added one sister, added another sister, and he's just like, I'm just gonna hammer this point home, and it works. It works. Right, and it's just keep adding another sister until it gets ridiculous, like
7 sisters. Barry, you have a call on line 1.
What do you want me to do with this pudding? That's not for like that's not my pudding. That's not for sale.
It was, and then like the way he like sets it up too is like you said, Matt, you're kind of in Sandler's head through this, and it's his journey, and like being there, listening to his sisters just berate him, and it's just like I wanted to fucking kick a window out or punch a window out because you're just so frustrated because they just keep hammering home. Remember when you threw that thing through the window because we used to call you gay boy? Remember that? Remember that gay boy? It's like okay,
used to like what the damn, like,
right.
That was good to show like the cycles too, because I mean he breaks the windows obviously in that scene, and there's a lot of like kismet moments in this movie of like we captured a magical moment and we're just gonna play it, like with Adam Sandler almost breaking with the window, like the middle one doesn't smash out, but he likes that shot, like there's a lot, and I think like Luis Guzman like falls off a chair in one scene and it's not supposed to happen or whatever, and that's what, and I think that endears this movie too, because it's just these genuine moments of like kismet, and they're on screen. They captured it, and there's a lot of that in this movie, and it just feels good. So.
It's a similar moment was when he's on the phone with the sex lady, and they bumped a coffee table during one of the first takes, and it kind of blurred the thing. PTA liked that, so he said, "Let's keep doing that." So that's why they like tap the camera and get those blurry shots every once in a while. He's pacing.
Nice.
Yeah, little moments like that they like discovered on the spot,
That's artistic choice right there, man. That's like what like little stuff like that can do so much. I feel like
one of like the scenes that I like would just watch. I would replay it was when they get hit by the car and he sees her bleeding, and then he hops out, and the camera's attached to the door, and he comes out, he beats the fuck out of the guys, hands him back the shit, closes the door, and it just closes that shot out perfectly. It's like I love me a nice camera door shot, but that's one of the best.
That was a good scene. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. There's so many sequences that feel kind of like a one-off, but they all connect together. Like then.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just some good shit.
Yeah. Yeah, another one. No,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, please.
I was just gonna say like a scene that kind of I don't know, like kind of just felt clean and like maybe just a little spontaneous or something, a little like something magic was the near the end the confrontation with Seymour Hoffman. He's like leaving the store.
Get the fuck out of my store! What did I just say?
Yeah,
I'm done.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, dude, honestly, like this watch through is just making me think that Philip Seymour Hoffman is my favorite actor ever. Honestly,
He's so good, man.
That's something special for sure.
Yeah, man. It's like effortless with him. It's so easy just to be like drawn into him. I don't know. And especially in this role, man, I mean, it seems like improv on his end too when he's yelling on the phone and stuff like that. It's just so good, man.
Yeah, what is he's like shut.
Did you just tell me to shut the fuck up? Did you tell me to shut the fuck up?
You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Did you come here all the way from California to tell me this? Yeah. All right, that's it.
It's like that, like just like the nod of respect of like the people. It's like, okay, damn, okay, fuck.
Get the fuck out of my store. Still trying to be a big man. Yeah.
I thought also I mean, this is very like hopeful, kind of like dreamy movie, but what added to that too is the opening color sequence. That I don't know, man, I like that a lot. It added that magic. It added like, because otherwise, without some of that like feel, this movie would just be like anxiety, straight anxiety. It's uncut gem.
For sure.
But with that infused love, it becomes Punch Drunk Love. You know, like that's what's special about it. So
it's such a convincing, like, it felt organic. The love story, the arc of that like relationship. I mean, it was fast. It was kind of expedited, but it felt organic because you can tell they
connect to each other. I mean,
she taps into him.
Each other actually. Like,
perfect harmony there, you know. And I don't know, it was so good, and just it's magical. Love it.
Yeah, very good. To PTA's writing, I think, is just like those characters just smartly put together. It's like a weird timing thing, you know. It's like introducing these characters at a time where they're just like they just need each other, right? Like where they're them interacting, like you said, he's on this path in the beginning when we introduce, and it's just like a new path, like a new door has like completely opened now, kind of thing, which is just cool. It's like it feels really cool.
Yeah, and I think that's all like encapsulated in the piano in this movie. Like, I think you really should focus on that because to me, like that piano is like representing Sandler's character too. That's why he cares about it. That's why he brings it back with him. Like it reflects the whole story, and it's this like personal object that's kind of cast aside, even though it's got this strange beauty to it, you know. And it's just all wrapped in this movie. And honestly, I think it might be a 5-star movie. So it's just that good. So.
That's what I landed on for my rating.
I was so worried today. So I knew it was dawning, the Punch Drunk Love, and I'm like, there's got to be one PTA movie. So
I'm not a curmudgeon, man. If it's good, it's good. If I dig it, but like that's Magnolia is the weakest so far for me. I think maybe it might be worse than Hard 8. I'm trying to rationalize that in my mind right now, but
damn it.
Yeah, no, I can't be worse. But this is like a pivot from Magnolia, where it's like Magnolia's expansive, multiple characters, so much shit. This is intimate, personal, one focus
for sure.
And that's I think he's kind of found his groove now, and now he's in Punch Drunk Love. He hit it, and I think now he wants to do some kind of other stories after this, outside of just like intimate, personal LA story. But we'll see, you know.
Yeah, that's what I love about film in general is just the different tastes, and it's so subjective, you know. So it's good. It's good conversation. I mean, one of the best things about watching a movie is talking about it afterwards with
it's all about
someone else. So
man.
You know, but it always feels good when you find someone who likes the same movie you do, though. So that's always nice.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying PTA. Honestly, like Hard 8 was a bit of a toughie to start on, but like I've been on an upwards trajectory with him, and it just happened to peak at this one, I think.
Yeah.
Because Magnolia was I think it was a 4.5. It was either 4 or 4.5 for me.
Yeah.
So, and this one just takes the cake, which I believe for my other, I believe The Master is another 5-star one of mine. So we'll see if that like
It's
holds
close.
up. You know, if those ones hold up upon rewatch, I'm interested to see.
Yeah.
Because that was the more perfect film for me. I've seen The Master too. I'm curious if this one's gonna be better than The Master now. That's kind of what I'm worried. I'm not worried, but I'm curious.
Yeah, I am looking forward to those rewatches because I have seen Magnolia a couple times and Boogie Nights. I've seen that a lot and this one a lot. So these ones coming up, like There Will Be Blood. I've never seen Phantom Thread, Inherent Vice, Master. Those I'm looking forward to those rewatches because maybe it'll, maybe I'm mistaken by saying this is his best movie, but I still kind of stand by that. I think this is his best.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
Are we're all out the window now in the limo, right?
Yeah. Yeah, baby. We're all happy. We pulled you in and brainwashed you.
Yeah. I was about to go out the door, and you pull me in. You put me through the window.
So just trust.
See the city.
Yeah.
Oh
the lights.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Hell yeah. 5-star movie. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, stick with us, guys. There's more PTA to come. And I think we got nowhere to go but up. Hopefully, I think we're in for like more treats. So yeah, join us for the next episode. Smash that like button, bro. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and stay gold.
Yeah.
Right on, dudes.
All right. That's that.